Full disclosure, please keep your hands and feet inside the cabins at all time because this is going to be a roller coaster ride. Mount Union hosting North Central for a second time, the first back in 2013, a semifinal game in the snow that the Purple Raiders won 41-40. Tommy Highland will look to put a stop to the high-powered offense, while Brock Rutter aims to keep the Cardinals offense rolling. First Mount Union drive after converting a 3rd and 2, quarterback D'Angelo Fulford rocking back and firing deep, finding his favorite target, Justin Hill, for a 59-yard gain. The pairing both dynamic and among the nation's leaders at their respective positions. Fulford can also do it with the feet. The senior quarterback patiently waits before plunging into the end zone. Raiders up 7-zip. But now it's Brock Rutter's turn. He's second in the country in pass efficiency behind only Fulford. And here's a prime example why. D'Angelo Hardy comes whizzing across and takes the feed. Check out that block by Ethan Greenfield, the running back. All said and done, a 50-yard gain. That sets the Cardinals up in purple territory, and they aren't going to miss their chance to strike. Ethan Greenfield has been dynamite, and he continues to be, leaping over Mount Union to break the plane. We're all tied up. But Mount Union puts together an 8-play, 80-yard drive that eats up just shy of 4 minutes, capped off by Josh Petrusli soaring to a score. Home team up 14-7. Raiders have 13 national titles to their name since 1993, but the Cardinals don't appear to be fazed one bit. Rutter picks up a 3rd and long with the legs. Same drive, different quarter, Rutter darts one over the middle to Andrew Kaminski, and that's a game-tying touchdown. 4 drives, 4 scores between the two schools. This one living up to the billing of the nation's top 2 offenses. So much so to the point where in this first half, it's almost like where are the defenses? Fulford again finds a wide open Hill down the right sideline. The foot race to the goal line, won by the senior receiver. Raiders missed the extra point, so up only 20-14. That point looms kind of large in a shootout like this. Greenfield gets the carry, and he is carving up the nation's second-best defense like a turkey slicing pro on Thanksgiving Day. Scampers for 31 yards. And then this play, from start to finish, bon appetit. Cardinals feasting with the sophomore back. Greenfield and Rutter connect, and North Central now leads 21-20, 12:05 to go in the first half. With 3 and outs or punts virtually out of the question, how is someone supposed to claim an edge? How about that? Tommy Highland pops the ball loose, and Jake Beasley recovers, and the Cardinals are in business. But now, Rutter on the offense facing a difficult 4th and 6 at the 41-yard line, needing to capitalize NCC audibles. And whatever the call was, it works. Rutter BBs it to Kaminski, and he is off to the races. Saunters his way into the end zone. The Cardinals up 28-20, 9:59 to go in the second quarter. Mount Union once again marching, now inside the 20. Fulford goes to the flat, but so too does Zach Butler. He stands his man up, and Highland will knock him down. Purple Raiders walk away with just 3 points. Following a tip ball that is intercepted by Mount Union, the Purple Raiders tack on 7 more. Fulford finds Edwin Reed from 27 yards out, and just like that, MU back on top, 31-28 after a 2-point conversion. And that's not all. Even after Rutter punts it 64 yards on the trick play, the Purple Raiders march 95 yards downfield and cap the drive with a 2-yard sprint from Fulford. 18-0 run to end the half. All right, so is the second half just going to be more of the same? Yep. On 3rd and 2, Andrew Kaminski is taking it to the house. Rutter is on fire, and so is the Cardinal offense. NCC back to within 3, 38-35 MU leads. Following another touchdown bomb from D'Angelo Fulford, this one going to Wayne Ruby from 66 yards out, the Cardinals somehow find a way to convert on 3rd and 28. Hardy with the pickup, Cardinals marching. And they continue marching all the way down to the end zone. Greenfield takes the rock across himself. Greenfield winds up with 154 yards of total offense and 3 touchdowns on the day. So, can the Purple Raiders respond? That's not promising. Fulford has it fly out of his hand. Cardinals pounce, and they're taking over with the 45-42 deficit to try and cut into. And boy, do they. This throw from Rutter to Kaminski just further shows the unbelievable chemistry between the two dynamite stars. The touchdown gives the Cardinals their first lead since the second quarter, 49-42. Next drive for Mount Union, and Fulford's pass is broken up over the middle by Jake Beasley. Huge stop as Shane Durkin's defense flipping a switch and stopping the formidable Raiders offense. Meanwhile, Jeff Thorne and Brad Spencer came in with a plan on offense, and truthfully, I've never seen a team execute any cleaner than the Cardinals did on this day. Check out Corey Blair running wild in the open, NCC in business in the red zone. At the 10-yard line, Rutter will fake the handoff, takes it himself. He gallops into the end zone for the touchdown, 28 yards rushing to go along with 522 yards passing and 5 touchdowns, 4 of which to KAMIENSKI, who compiles 256 yards on 12 catches. But if you thought that's where this game ends, you are sorely mistaken. Trailing 56-45, Mount Union goes on the assault. Fulford gets Petrusili out of the backfield, and he just gets in for the score. Suddenly, it's 56-52. And with the game on the line, here comes Magnus Mayer. Despite attempting only 8 field goals up until this point, Coach Thorne trusting him in this huge spot. And he delivers. 35 yards through the uprights, Cardinals up 59-52. 8 minutes to go in the game. 4th and 15, trailing by 7. And how about this cold-blooded throw over the middle to Hill for the first down? The Raiders still alive. Again facing 4th down, Fulford gets pressured up the middle by Cam Martin, and his throw this time to Hill, short of the sticks. NCC takes over on downs with 4 minutes to play. Staying aggressive, NCC turning the ball over on downs at the Mount Union 40, so Fulford and the Raiders offense, they're searching for a spark. And for a moment, it looked like Beasley had his 4th pick of the season, except it's Ruby coming up with it and making it inside the 10. But as has been the case in the second half, NCC ramping up the pressure. Highland shakes free and brings Fulford down around the line of scrimmage. So it all comes down to this. The fans are on their feet, there's 7 seconds left, 4th and goal from the 15, and Jeff Thorne likely in need of some Tums. And here it is. Beasley winds up ending the game with a pick, Rutter kneels it down, and the celebration is on in Alliance, Ohio. Hugs, laughs, tears, and a special visit from John Thorne, who in 2013 came 1 point short of making it to the Stag Bowl on this very field, but this time, the Cardinals advance. Unbelievable game, the Cardinals get Delaware Valley in the 3rd round.
Repeat after me. Yeah. I am champion, and I refuse.
Our defense did a great job, got some stops, they let up some points, but they bent but didn't break at the end. You see Jake with a big play, and the guys on the sideline were outstanding. There was never a moment where we flinched. Not one time. We got down 10, I think, and everyone said, cool, we get the ball at half, let's go score, and we're not going to lose. And Coach said we all had a bunch of guys who didn't want to lose. I would say the whole team. They all did a great job. They came out there and they fought, and there was not 1 ounce of doubt this week that we could come in here and compete. We just wanted to match up, see how we matched up with the best, and we did a great job today.
And when things didn't go our way, we all just kept our composure. We knew coming in was going to be a shootout, number 1, number 2 offense in the country. We knew, but then when defense wins championships, so when the time comes up and they step up big, that's what's going to separate us from the next level. So I'm proud of everybody, and everybody wanted the same goal, and happy to be moving forward.
And we talk about fight one more round. We started our season at Christopher Newport the weekend of Hurricane Dorian, and it's a book called Chase the Lion by Mark Batterson, who's the lead pastor at National Community Church in Washington, D.C., and a guy I've known since high school. You know, we had to fly into Washington, D.C. because of the hurricane on Thursday, and so I thought, hey, maybe we can shoot over and see Mark, and we got a chance to see him, and you know, here's our motto, Chase the Lion, and here's the guy that wrote the book, and he's talking to us, and he told a story about 2 heavyweight boxers. John Sullivan, back in the 1890s, was the world champion, and he'd never lost, and this guy named Gentleman Jim Corbett came in and knocked him out in 21 rounds, and Jim Corbett learned his life philosophy in a 60-round bout a year earlier to a draw, and his motto was just fight one more round, just fight, and that's the story Mark Batterson told our team. So there's some pretty cool things happening right now with this group. They're believing in each other. They're faithful, they're committed, and they love each other. And that can take you a long ways.
I mean, we wanted the challenge. We were so blessed to get in the tournament, and when we got in, we just wanted to take it one game at a time, no matter who's across from us. And we know their history, we know how great they are, and not one guy was scared. We were all jumping with joy when we found out we'd get a chance to get them, and we came in with that attitude. We fought, and we fought all game.